All right, welcome back, Universe. So Off the Rails podcast. Will's for going to be doing something for the Mother's Day special. Will, what you got for us?
Well, I want to tell you a little something about my mother. She's the youngest of nine. And when she was 4 years old, her father passed away, and her mama took all of them and put them in foster care so she could go whoring. So it's something like that. Then my mom, in turn, put me in some kind of foster care, probably for the same reasons. But my mom was down to earth. All jokes aside, I have to tell you a story of something that actually happened. I grew up in New Orleans, originally from Brooklyn, and we went to the Jazz and Heritage Festival, like a group of people. But my brother and my mom was in it, and we were sitting there, and it was the afternoon, and we were enjoying a nice band playing. And I turn around and I see these two girls. They're laying on a blanket, and they're laying on their stomach. They're wearing tank tops. You can just see right down their top. And so I turned to my brother and I said, "Don't look now." And of course he looked, and my mama busted us both and went up to the girls loudly in the crowd and said, "Excuse me, they're looking at your boobies." And I was like, oh my God, I wanted to crawl into a hole. And the girl said to me, "Did you get a good look?" And I was like, "No." She said, "Well, here." And she pulled her top down and she showed me her titties. And then my mom called her a whore and slugged her. And then they started fighting and blouses got ripped. And I got to see a pair of titties I had hoped to never have to see. My mom and everybody there. And then we didn't get arrested. We got thrown out for fighting. So we went to the bar across the street with the girls. And we had a great time. And my mom was right. That girl was a whore because she blew me in the bathroom later on that night. And what happened to that girl? I married her because she was just like mom. That's my tribute. My Mother's Day tribute.
Happy Mother's Day.
I'm exaggerating the part about marrying the girl, but everything else is fucking true. That's my mom, you know. But I also want to tell you, you know, the summer's coming and I'm excited, you know, because of COVID, we weren't able to go out. And then finally last summer, I went out to the beach. And while I was at the beach, I saw a little person. And she had like purple hair and she had tattoos and she was wearing a bikini. She was fucking smoking. I was fucking into her, man. And I caught myself staring at her. They don't like it when you stare. I mean, I was staring at her because I was attracted to her, but you know, you want to get caught staring. And I'm too chicken shit to go up and talk to her. So then I just went about my business. And later on that night, I couldn't stop thinking about her. I'm like, I'm going to go back to that beach tomorrow. And I'm going to, hopefully I can find her. I'm going to talk to her. And I went back the next day, but it was 4th of July and, you know, the beach was fucking crowded. I don't know if you realize how hard it is to find a little person on a crowded beach on the 4th of July. It's damn near impossible. So I started like looking in the sand, see if I can see those little footprints, you know, like that poem, Footprints in the Sand. It's like, you know, Jesus, why, when I needed you most, I only saw one set of footprints in the sand. And it's like, hasn't Jesus done enough for you? He died for your sins. And now you want him to pick you up and tote you across the beach. The man has holes in his feet. Do you know how hard it is to get sand out of your crucifix holes? You should be carrying him. Can I get an amen? Amen. So I went back the next day, July 5th. And I'm looking one last time. I'm getting ready to go home. I got to find this little person. I mean, and then I saw these little footprints in the sand, man. And I was like, oh my God, it's her. And I tracked them and I followed them all the way to a toddler. And I said, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I was looking for a little person. That's it. That's it for me. Thank you. everybody? You got to give us a little.
Welcome back, Universe, to Off the Rails podcast, episode 27, our first ever 27th episode of the fourth season. Woo! Coming to you live from the Coldwell Banker Home Sale Realty Studios here in beautiful Grafton, Wisconsin. And if you're looking to buy a house, sell a house, or maybe a career in real estate, email Roy at cbhsr.com. Or give them a call, 414-235-0763. They'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. And this week, we are going to have a great episode. We got my mom in here. We got everybody. Let's introduce everybody. Gigs up, despite what I have been telling people. Will is not dead. No one was surprised. Will Krolowitz is here.
Oh, my God. How did it happen? Now, you know how it happened.
Whatever you're thinking, that's what happened. All right. She doesn't wear underwear, so she can get a better grip on the broom. Our demon witch, ultra succubus, Molly.
Damn it, I thought you were talking about.
No, I only don't get to mine right now. She kissed Chubby Checker and knows the true meaning of the twist.
Yes.
Banging white chicks. My mom, Barb. Woo! All right, he's performed in clubs around the country, including cities like New York, Atlanta, Las Vegas, Boston, Chicago. These days, you can find him performing at shows throughout New York City. Never trust a man with two first names. Ryan Thomas. Woo!
Oh,
Hey.
How's it going, Ryan?
Oh, life's pretty good on this end.
Yeah,
No,
good,
I'm
good.
a little fucked up from what I heard. Are we allowed to cuss? I forgot.
Yeah,
I didn't read the dossier.
No, fuck
Okay.
no.
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't kick it with people from the Midwest. After hearing Mr. Korlitz's story, I'm a little messed up. I have so many questions. I have.
Well,
He'd love to answer them.
I'm glad
Are
you have
you-
questions, but so do I, and it's called Woo! The hot seat. Didn't even wait for you. We're just going. We're getting a new song.
Why? This is great.
Getting a new song, man. It's played. Got to retire it. Put it up there as classic.
How do you like that song, Ryan?
I've never heard the hot seat song before, but I love it.
Yeah, right. Why
Anytime
would
you just have
replace
someone
that?
screaming in the microphone for no reason, I'm here for it.
Right?
I'll be getting the emails as long as we get people talking. Maybe we'll bring it back for a hot seat classic once in a while.
What's the new song going to be? Some boy band shit? Is that what your hair do? What the Come on, Barb, don't allow that.
Hey,
No.
this hairdo costs $33, man.
Wait, how much did you tip on a $33 haircut?
8.
8?
Yeah, so it's
Damn.
41?
nice,
That's
even
an odd-
41.
Why don't you just hand him the fucking 40? You're going to
Yeah,
give him
why would
41.
Why would you make it? You're weird.
I'm weird. All right. Here's my first question. And if you're the right kind of buzz, this might freak you out, but shouldn't we have leaves by now? Anybody notice that? There's no leaves.
I hadn't noticed. Really? Well, it's Wisconsin. Come on.
It's
I mean,
the-
we got. Don't lump me in with y'all. We have leaves.
You
And
have
we've been
leaves.
had leaves.
New York is the
So-
same latitude as Wisconsin, so why don't we have leaves?
They're
They don't-
coming. They're coming.
We probably
They're just
have
late
more
this year. They're really
chemtrails.
late.
Dude, do you remember those leaves all over your yard that you had to fucking clean up? You want
We
that
still
again?
Got them there.
You haven't cleaned them up?
I've
No,
cleaned them up.
Jesus.
It's called mulch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right
It's your
over that.
fault. The fact that you left mulch is why we're not getting. You got to finish what's on your plate before you get more on your plate.
There you go.
Oh.
Mm.
That's the tree's waiting for you to clean up.
The
before
tree
you
gave us
brings forth
delicious
the-
syrup this year. You know, we tapped our trees.
They tapped the tree.
You got a maple tree?
We got 2
Yeah.
maple trees. We got a sugar maple and a regular maple.
So we bought a
When
kit
the
on
maple
Amazon.
comes out, is it clear or is it brown?
It's clear. You got to boil it. Like we had coolers full of maple sap, and we got a little jar
Of syrup.
What?
of
That's
syrup. That's it.
You got to
So
boil
what
it
does
down.
it taste like when it's straight from the tree?
Exactly maple syrup. You add nothing. You boil the water until it turns like way down, and then it'll go up to 219 degrees. When it hits that, it's done. And then you seal it and you boil that in water, and then you can open it up, leave it out, and it'll stay for 3-4 years.
Wow. So y'all have had like pancakes or waffles?
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
Barb?
I
What do you
just
think?
had it.
Yeah, it tastes like syrup ish.
We're just trying to we're trying to up our
Wait,
value
wait,
for
wait,
the apocalypse.
Wait, you had barrels of shit. It came down to this, and Barb said, "It tastes like syrup ish."
It was our first time, and it tastes good.
Did you have to go get some real syrup and put it over the top of it?
Oh, you suck.
Little Mrs. Butterworth.
You know what?
It's cheap. You're beating up your tree, trying to get some shit. Y'all working for fucking 2 days. You're cooking it down. And then it's like, ish.
It was an entire day of boiling.
An
Yeah.
entire day of boiling. Ish.
I got to clean up its leaves. It's giving me some of its bounty. I don't care how much I
Oh.
got to drill.
Well,
I'm
apparently,
getting paid.
according to Barb, you haven't cleaned up the leaves since last fall. This is the thing I have to tell you, Ryan. So Tom and Molly are in a long-term relationship, and they have a wonderful house not far from here. But they live with Tom's mom, so she can train Barb in the proper way to care for Tom. So that's what we're dealing with here.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
Molly?
No,
Yeah,
to deal with
Molly.
me.
Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is that
Molly's
what-
in training to learn how to properly care
Yeah.
for Tom.
I don't break up with girlfriends. My mom fires them.
Yo. You nothing but a
Barb,
glorified
how is
intern,
the
Molly?
training going? How is Molly doing?
Bad.
Well, I haven't been in the bedroom yet.
Oh no, that's coming. That's what I gotta look forward to.
Happy Mother's Day.
This is how y'all are living. My God.
Well, look, I do have to also tell you though, their beautiful house is haunted.
I have a
Yes.
ghost question right
kind
here.
of they
Yes.
kind of don't like hanging out and spending the night there. It's haunted.
How old
Yeah.
is this house?
100. and what?
1924, so almost 100 years.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why do y'all live in a haunted house? Was it cheaper? Is that why you are there?
We're stuck. Yeah. Yeah. When the walls were bleeding when we took the tour, I was like, yeah, you're going to need to take some money off for that. Like it happens every night. I just clean it.
And you have to keep the house for 5 years. You can't sell it. That's part of the deal, right?
See,
Yeah. The
no,
ghost,
hell
the
no.
ghost claims it will kill anybody in 5 years. So then
The ghost.
How
went
long
there-
have you been there? How many more years do you have left on this
we
planet?
got like 2 more years left on the ghost trying to get us.
I think
Dear
the
God.
ghost,
See, I live in a new apartment
evil
building.
spirits in Mali.
New apartment building. You don't have to worry.
Zero ghosts. Like I think anything.
But
built
what if
after
it was
2000
built on an Indian burial
Yeah,
ground or
man.
something?
Poltergeist.
Nah, that feels like it wasn't the case. Also, I'm not gonna let you scare me because I'm easily
Are you
scared.
sure 100,000 years ago somebody wasn't murdered there?
Yep.
Right on
Are
that
you
spot?
sure?
People weren't scalped. And
And where do you live exactly? Like what area of New York?
what's
I'm
your
like in
exact
downtown Brooklyn, in a
Brooklyn?
building that
Okay.
has like 40 floors. So like they're gonna have to get to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
Oh,
how
they-
many people live in this building, but I'm not worried.
They're not working their way up. They're not.
Nah.
Everybody. That's a pain in the
I
ass.
used to live in Brooklyn like when I was a kid before I moved to New Orleans.
Did you play
I-
stickball in the street,
I was like 4 when I left New York. but
running
I-
out of the
I
way for
lived
the
in
milk
Brooklyn,
truck to come through?
by a park. It was called Highland Park. I think it's the Cypress
yeah.
Hills section of Brooklyn.
Mhm.
Were
I'm
you in a
familiar.
gang that snapped their fingers?
I was a little young for the gang action so far, you know. But like,
Just
hey,
sell newspapers?
Will was just playing like hoop and stick.
That's all the musicals I know that took place in New York. Just
why are
ripped
you
through 'em.
mentioning musicals?
I don't know. I
What kind
picture
of
you-
beta male bullshit.
That's
is this?
all I have. That's what I picture Brooklyn in your day. It's just musicals.
Brooklyn in my day. No, you think about Mickey Mantle, the New York Yankees,
I don't.
the Brooklyn
What about the
Dodgers,
Newsies?
the Newsies. Yeah, again,
No.
another musical.
I know.
Do you have something to tell your mom, Tommy?
All right, I got a question for Ryan. We'll do this. If you die on the toilet like Elvis, and you die, and I always think that if you die, like what you're wearing is your ghost outfit. Do you get to pull your pants up as a ghost, or are they just always down while you're haunting?
Oh man, you
Oh,
really
that's
think?
Huh. No, you got to be able to pull up your pants. Because if your clothes stay on.
But then a ghost
you-
could leave a trail of its clothes and be naked if it could take them
No,
off.
no, because if the shirt if the shirt stays on you, then that means it's like tangible in the ghost way. So if my shirt stays on me, it means my shirt is touching my body and
Yeah.
interacting with my body like it does when I'm alive. So that means I can I have the option. You just want to go around naked with your dick out while you haunt people is why you ask. that.
Trying
I
to
mean-
freak people out.
Has any thought you would have been like, yeah, obviously, like I'm a ghost.
Go
I can
ahead.
touch my
Me too,
dick.
me.
He
I'm
wants
dead.
to- He wants to make a show naked and is scared.
Yeah. That's
Right.
why you moved
Sue me.
into
Right.
into a haunted house. just so you could have this
Brian's
opportunity.
obviously right, because if you've ever seen the TV show Ghosts, there's a guy that he was killed with, he didn't have pants on. So if they weren't on his person, all he has is like his shirt, like forever.
Oh,
But if
but if
you're-
they're
if
around
you-
the waist, you still hang
you
on
can
to
still
them.
pull them up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, if your shirt's long enough, you know, you could just float around with, you know, if you got a long,
Like a-
see, I got a
Yeah.
long shirt, I'm good.
Yeah.
And if your dick is small enough, Will.
Yeah.
Oh no, well, my
Yep.
dick's gonna hang out then. So
Yeah. Hey, go ahead on.
He's got
I
a-
appreciate that.
Like lift up a giant pumpkin to show you his dick, though.
Mhm.
it doesn't work all the time, but it's good. It's impressive.
It passes with a C 70% of the time. Hey, does your deli? You're in New York with these awesome delis. Do they give you like a free slice of meat?
I'm just thinking about Will getting a hand job from a prostitute and calling it pumpkin picking.
We don't,
Damn right.
dude, we're
I'm
in
sorry,
an
what was
art
I'm
studio.
gonna think about that later tonight.
We could have somebody in here paint a pumpkin on your belly.
Yeah,
That would be great.
that would be.
Will
Anyway.
Will comes alive in the fall.
Yeah.
There you go.
Mhm.
That's right. That's right, Jack. Old man.
Sorry,
Oh,
you're
that's
better
right.
than
I was
that.
at
Not
the
much, but
deli.
you're a little bit better than that.
I am.
I was at the deli and the lady, I ordered my ham, and then she said, "Is this slice okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's great." And then she said, "Here you go."
Well, of course. You let you.
I had no idea
No.
that was coming. I was going to take a little bit, and
That-
she's like, "No, take the whole big slice
That
of ham."
woman made his day. He was
I've
like, I just
never-
got free meat.
You know what?
I got the ham.
Hey, if you had not been with him, he might have
That
tried
lady
to
was
bang
so
her
nice.
for free.
She
meat.
gave me free meat.
That deli lady wants me so bad.
She
I
was
like the deli lady look too, with the hairnet. You know, about 60. Yeah.
Well,
Ooh,
I'm looking
mama.
at him like he's crazy because I was like, yeah, and
What'd
And
she look
he's
like?
doing a happy dance in the store.
Looked like deli
You ever get a free sample when you're coming around the corner?
I never did. I never
No?
got the free meat. Well, I got free samples, just not
Well, you
From
can
the
you can
deli.
go up to the deli counter and
Yeah.
ask to
because
try
it was good. She didn't have to give me that.
If
She
they've
could have
got-
just stacked the rest of the ham.
Yeah, but you could
Yeah.
have just said, "Hey,
Can
I'd
I
like
try
to
a
try
slice
it."
of this? And they'll give you a sample.
I don't want to bother. I don't want to be a
Man,
bother.
Y'all got a Myers out there? Meyer?
I have no idea what a Myers is, so I'm gonna say no.
It's kind of a it's kind of a big grocery. It's almost like a upscale Walmart type. You know, it's got food, it's got clothes. But anyway, they have a sliced ham with pineapple, and it's
This guy.
spicy. And I walked up and I
Oh.
said,
This one again.
"Spicy ham with pineapple." I
That
said, "Can
sounds
I
pretty
try
good.
that?" And they sliced the piece off. It's
Yep.
right up the street. You should definitely try.
So they
it.
give you free ham.
Yeah, all you can do is ask, like she said.
Yeah, if you want to try stuff, you can actually.
You're gonna
have a
sit
good
there like a
lunch.
seal. Just
Well,
say,
yeah, I
"Hey,
want to
can
try it
try
all today.
You
Well,
went
no, you
all your
can't
life.
take
Can I bring my own
advantage.
bread?
I would say they probably wouldn't allow you to do more than 2. I would say.
I'd like to
probably.
try
I
the
don't know.
pimento and
No,
the
and
honey
then there's
roasted
a-
and the black forest.
There's
ham.
a bunch of people always waiting,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be pissed at you, and
Well-
you're gonna get hurt, man. Somebody's gonna follow you to the car
I,
and
I
fucking
think
juke
this
you.
should be a new challenge.
How
Who
much
can get
free?
the most
How much
lunch
free
Free
meat?
ham challenge.
We can record it.
Yeah.
We can put it on the show.
Exactly.
Go by weight.
So, watching this conversation, Tom's making a whole much more sense with the whole training thing. Because I don't know how old you are, but you've been here for a few decades at least, and like everyone's like, "Yeah, bro, you can ask for samples," and you're just
Right?
like, "Word, I can ask for samples." That's like what samples? That's the only way you get samples, really, is to
I didn't know
ask.
you could
Otherwise, it takes. I don't, how old are you? Like 40 or some shit?
Yeah,
Right
close.
on the
I'm
money. just
37.
about.
Okay, yeah, so you're
37.
40-ish. So it took you 37 years to
To get my
finally
first-
get free ham,
Mhm.
Mhm.
whereas it could have just taken you like 15. It would have just showed up and asked.
And
I didn't know it was
Mhm.
possible.
yeah,
I never did it.
But you
Mm.
can't ask for a bunch of samples while people are waiting to get their shit, man. That's not cool.
I want to sample some cheese. I want to sample some mustard.
You know, I don't know why the homeless people haven't jumped on this yet.
That's a
They
good one.
probably run them out of the store if they're not smelling.
Yeah. If you're too
Yeah.
obviously homeless, you don't get these opportunities.
They catch you out the front door coming and going, though, boy. Sometimes I'll
Mhm.
carry a couple of bucks and give it to them. You know
He's
Yeah.
lying.
The
He's
homeless
lying,
people got to
you know,
wait
he's
for
trying to
closing
look
time.
good.
what?
The homeless people got to wait for closing time and
Yeah.
catch. They got dumpster dive for food.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm always wearing earbuds, so sometimes even if I hear them, I just act like I don't hear them.
See,
We
we
don't
go
establish eye contact. You can get by, where you're not constantly berated. There's certain vibe you can throw off when you're out there. That I'm not gonna fuck with this guy. I'm not gonna ask him. Nothing.
If I was
This is a good
homeless,
strategy.
I would do the donut
Yeah.
shops because that's where we get our bear baiting
They
stuff.
say something to you like, huh? No, never mind, man.
All right.
All right. You have 5 minutes to prep. You know somebody is coming to your house to terminate you. What is your strategy? You can't exit. You got to stay there.
You
and
mean
fight.
fire you from your job?
No.
I got to fight. That was going to be my
gotta-
first strategy was to leave. It was going to be
fail.
to leave my house. And now that I can't leave, so I got to fight.
Yep. What are you going to do?
Home
You
Alone
gonna
style.
Home Alone
All
it?
right.
Home Alone?
I got to
Okay.
Home Alone it. All right.
Much
I
time
got
left?
5.
5
shit.
minutes you got, man.
I got these scissors.
Okay. That'll-
Don't run with
Are
them,
those
man.
safety
Yeah.
scissors?
Don't
That is
run.
amazing.
Yeah,
Hand
I've-
it to the guy and then run. So he trips and dies. Give it to him and take off.
Don't you got some
That's-
heads clippers?
That's
or
the
something?
strategy. Is like, all right, so like they say there's 2 responses to that situation. It's like fight or flight, but
Yeah.
people forget that there's a third one and it's freeze. And I freeze in any situation where I'm terrified. I just freeze.
Factory reset, reboot.
Is he dead? What's going on? He froze. He froze.
I could just pick him up.
Yeah,
Like
man,
every
like-
time, like one of my friends has scared the shit out of me, and I used to live with a whole bunch of dudes, so it would happen sometimes. Like after they scare the shit out of me, they're like, "Oh, damn it, bro! Like I thought I was gonna scare you, and like you're not scared." And like inside, I am fucking terrified. Like the
Terrified.
adrenaline is pumping, my heart is beating, but I'm just not moving. I don't know what to do in situations like those. So
Oh,
all that to
sure.
say, like this is my first strategy: hand them the scissors and then run away and hope they slip and fall. But if
good.
I knew that, I would probably spend like 4 minutes and 30 seconds tripping about it. And then I guess I would just hope that my adrenaline is enough to stab them with a knife, I suppose.
Maybe.
I've never been in a fight. Have y'all been in a fight? Like I've never been in any
Yeah.
kind of
Oh
altercation.
yeah, I've been in a bunch of them, but I got a mouth on me,
I've been in exactly 0 fights. I would probably be the person that's like, please, I have a family.
Yeah.
Oh, you go right to you pull the heartstrings.
I would beg and it wouldn't look good.
You better hope you don't get the guy from No Country for Old Men. That guy don't give a fuck about.
Are we talking about, is this like a certified assassin or is this just some person?
Yeah, think of the
He's
dude
coming
from
to
No
terminate.
Country from Old Men with the thing.
Okay.
See,
Why?
that guy's
Why is
coming.
he gonna do that to him?
It's coming, man. It's just
Then, yeah, I
happening.
guess I would have to wait on
Awesome.
one side of the door and just hope I pick the right side. So when he opens it, I can just bow, 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 bow.
Get him that
Do you
way.
have a hatchet? I sleep with a hatchet. Do you have a hatchet in your house?
No,
That'll help.
no, I don't.
You need
No.
to get yourself a hatchet. Go to the hardware store this weekend, my friend. Get you a hatchet. You'll be happy that you have it in case of a home intruder. Because I don't have a gun, but I got a hatchet and an axe, and they close by.
You have a hatchet and an axe?
Yeah,
So you have,
and I
you
can
have
grab
an
them
axe
from
and a
my bed,
smaller
dead
axe.
in sleep. Yep.
Are you picturing William coming at you with a hatchet
Oh,
now? Because
a
I
hatchet
Coming
and a
out,
big
out of
hatchet.
the dark. No, the hatchet's better because it's personal, and your hair's all wild because you've been sleeping. Even if you're armed and you come in there, and I come out of the darkness.
What kind
like
of
that,
impression did The Shining make on you that a
I know.
hatchet is your go-to weapon?
Wow.
Well, the axe is training the hatchet on how to handle killing.
Yeah, like
No, I'm gonna
one
just tell
day you too will be a full-blown axe.
First, I got the axe, and it's 2-sided, and it's just like I decided.
Oh, you
like,
have a
it's
battle
two-
axe?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
No.
A battle axe.
That's what his
Not-
wife gave him on their divorce.
Not like Barb.
I'm leaving. You still need one.
Not a battle axe like Barb. I'm talking about.
Oh, that hurt.
Oh, come on, you know, I'm teasing. Happy
Battle axe
Mother's
didn't
Day,
hurt.
sweetheart. No, but like it's too unwieldy. It's just heavy. It's bulky. It's like, yeah, this might get me into trouble. I need to get me a hatchet. So then I got a hatchet. So that's how I ended up with both. First, I got the battle axe, and it's just too big and bulky, and I can't grab it and be ready. That hatchet, boom, it is right by the side of my bed. All I can do is reach down, and I got
What
it.
movie did you
practiced-
watch that made you get a battle axe?
Yeah, you've been
Was
Lord
it
of the Rings fan.
Rings?
It's Lord
Right.
of the Rings. He identified with the dwarfs.
Because it's not a batleth. It's not a
It just looked cool.
That looked cool.
Yeah, got you in trouble at work. You had to call in.
You got to practice throwing the hatchet. So you can.
Yeah, I had to call in because I was sleeping with the hatchet under my pillow, and somehow it slipped, and I woke up and I had a hatchet face, like a mark of the hatchet on the side of my face. And I called my boss and I said, I can't come in. I got hatchet face. And he said, okay. Didn't ask any follow-up questions. I guess it's best not to ask more questions about that.
Maybe you thought
That's a
you had
real story,
hatchet
isn't it, Will?
That is a real story.
sticking out of your face.
That's kind of scary, isn't it?
You had a
Having
hatchet face.
face?
Yeah.
Well, you're having a worker
That
that
being
calls
a
in
real
with that
story.
excuse.
What if I
How about don't
what
ever
if I
come in
brought
again?
that hatchet
face?
in?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Always
Then
strapped with
what?
a hatchet.
Then what? I'm joking. Joke like that.
He got hard for no reason. Yeah. You talking all that shit, boss. I mean,
Bring
coming
him
in
back.
7 minutes late. I'm going to be 7 minutes
Hey.
late every day.
Hey, I'm my mama's son. You know what I'm saying? We'll throw down in a
God.
minute.
He saw the Patriot and it was all over for him. He's like, oh,
Wow, wasn't that great?
The red
The
coat.
look on those kids' faces when they saw what their daddy was capable of. Because, like, they wanted to be part of it.
That's
And then
it.
when they saw him just laying waste to those British soldiers,
Mhm.
oh, God.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
he
all
had a
upset
hatchet.
business.
That's it.
Yeah,
I'll bet you bought it right around the same time that movie came out.
I had two then. Because I wanted one for each hand,
What has happened to the show?
Oh my God.
Patrick
I'm just
Roll.
letting you know if you want to come creeping around my house, you're going to get hacked. That's all.
Old
That's
man
all.
Hatchet Krolowitz.
Old man hatchet.
No,
Swing
we
your
were a baseball bat and golf club family.
Yeah.
We had a random assortment of baseball bats and golf clubs that we found from
Just
like yard
Next
sales
to
and
every
stuff.
door.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
just
had a-
all the points of ingress at the house.
Yeah.
We had a deer leg. We're not the same. We're-
You had a deer leg. What? As a
Two
to
of
protect yourselves?
yeah, you beat people with a deer leg. That'll
Like a
fuck you
femur?
up. No, like the bottom part with the foot. The foot
With
is
the
what you
hoof.
with the hoof on it.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Wait,
hit
it
him
wasn't
with
a
the
bone.
hook?
There was still
Oh,
you
fur and
taxidermied a
Fur?
deer leg?
No, we didn't taxidermy it. We just cut it off and it kind of rots into place.
It rotted? And
Well,
you
no, it
kinda-
didn't really rot. It was still like a good club.
It was like a,
Like
wow. What
beef-
happened to it?
Beef jerky leg. I don't know. Your dad had.
He
them.
usually keeps one in the car
This
for
is the
that.
first time
Does
I'm
he?
hearing this story.
No, he
You
keeps
had a
one in the car.
petrified deer leg as a weapon?
Well, however, it just there's like no meat on the bottom part. It's all tendon pretty much.
It's
So
all tendon? You got
well, it's
deer
just
tendon with
hardens
a
and you
hoof
hit
on
them
the
with the
end?
hoof on the end. Yeah,
You should
It-
varnish it,
it blow-
to keep it, to protect it. Put some varnish on
Well,
it.
they're
shit.
so
Cut your wide open.
distracted when they see the leg, they can't believe it, so they hold still. You can
Yeah.
whack the shit out of them.
yeah. There's also instead of freezing, it's confused. Still, you get them with. Is that a
What the
fucking
hell?
deer leg?
Is that a deer leg? They turn your head like a dog. And shit.
Holy shit, that's actually a good weapon.
This is
All right.
Whose idea
this
was
is
it?
why this
Oh,
is
no.
why sometimes black people are afraid of white people because
They're coming at you with deer legs.
it's a different kind of crazy that like we would never like there's baseball bats. That's a far more practical way. Even do you understand that for like 3 minutes we were shitting on Will for having a goddamn hatchet? And then while the whole time that you were saying, Will, you an asshole for having a hatchet and a battle axe, both of you were using deer legs as weapons. And you were judging him for using a weapon
Not
as a
me.
weapon.
Yeah, I'm the asshole. You deer legged wielding
I can't
mug.
believe that.
Our people use all of the animal for something. We'll just use this to club people to death with.
Oh.
See, this is why this country can never ever come together because all of us are just walking contradictions and hypocrites, and it just depends on are you shitting on someone or being shat on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But man, look, if you got a deer leg, you're a fucking caveman. Seriously. And we have been
Straight
called
up.
cavemen by
Yeah.
guests on the show, and I guess we've proven
Hey,
it.
who would win in a fight, a caveman or an astronaut?
I guess caveman.
Caveman, right?
Yeah,
We go right
probably.
back down to it.
Yeah,
Caveman with the club.
it's
Right.
also a very Neanderthal way of thinking. It's like, yeah, but I'll take you in a fight. It's like, but we weren't.
Fighting. Yeah, but I gotta
Yeah.
fight you in a phone booth,
Why
so
we
you
got-
can't use your axe, and I can only use my axe.
Why we got to fight?
Hey,
Yeah,
there you
it's like,
go.
why
That's
we
great.
got to take it there?
Because you got
That wasn't the
limited
competition.
range of motion with a big axe, man. You can just jam it, but you
With
get
your
that
hatchet?
fucking hatchet, you can really go
You
to
should
town.
run into the closet and leave the door open, and then they can't get you at all without. So your hatchet forward, or deer leg forward.
What is the next question?
I say hatchet, but I'm imagining a deer leg.
Yeah, what is it?
Dumbass is showing up like, all right, I got the hatchet. It's like, Tom, that's a deer leg. It's like, no, this is
The first
is
thing
a
I do is
hatchet.
chop the shit out of that deer leg with my hatchet. Just chop it in half.
Be
Oh my
surprised.
God, this is rock, paper, scissors.
Well, what does deer leg be?
Hey, that's a great new game for rednecks. It's like deer leg, hatchet, and
Paper.
paper.
When does the
The
paper?
paper
ever-
is the bill for the hatchet.
So what is the deer leg beat?
The paper.
The paper, and then the hatchet beats the deer leg.
And
What?
the paper
the
beats
paper
the,
beats the
yeah,
because it's the receipt for
it's
the
the receipt.
hatchet.
Yeah, we're taking it back.
So you
Dude.
can return it.
Yep.
Mhm.
This was on layaway receipt. The
Paper
repo
hatchet
man
deer
came-
leg.
Came up with a great game, man.
We did do it. I think we're good.
All right, Molly, call our agent and get that.
We
that
gotta
all set up
patent
for
that
us.
quick,
We gotta
Mo.
patent that.
That's
Barb, can you draw up the legal shit for
Draw
us?
it up.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Okay.
if you could
Yep.
sell, like if they made selling organs legal, is there anyone you would sell for a price?
Any person?
You or any organ of yours that you would sell?
Oh, I took that darker than it needed to go. All right.
No,
fair
I was
enough.
just
Like a kidney or something, man.
I was like,
Well,
who am
yeah,
I selling all their
kidney,
organs for?
an
Who do I-
eyeball.
An eyeball. Shit, nobody wants my beady little eyes. They're terrible.
mean,
But you
I
could
would wear
lose
the
it.
glasses.
As long
Like
as it's
what?
not shooting eye.
A kidney, right? That's no fucking gallbladder. Well, no, you don't need a gallbladder, so that doesn't really make sense. Who
No.
would want that? There's weird people out there. A gallbladder or a kidney?
A kidney?
I think they
Yeah.
can
What's
also
what's
take
the
a
price?
piece of your liver and cut it and put it in somebody else,
And
so
it'll
it
grow.
would generate into a liver for them, and that would probably hurt. But
That's
that
like
seems like
every 2 years
that
you can
sounds
probably
like
give a
a-
liver.
great, like
I'd-
giving blood.
I'd give them
So
my
you-
uterus.
Whoa.
No one wants that.
Once that old
That
No
dusty
one wants
thing,
that.
Busted
cobwebs.
mothball old.
Oh, God.
It's a little stretched out and pliable.
Maybe they could like
Aw.
it could carry like wine, a wine bag or something. Like, one of those
Change purse.
spout on it, a change purse. Dude, let me open up my change.
I
My
do not
uterine-
like the direction that this is.
No, I
going.
put marbles in there and throw them out of each fallopian tube. Just pass. That's how I shoot them.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. It turned into a weapon.
Slingshot. If you tied the fallopian tube.
I don't know. I think if he
Oh.
drew back the slingshot, it would just kind of break in your face. Oh, that was a waste of time.
Like a brittle rubber
It's
band.
my mom's uterus. What are you gonna do? It's Mother's Day weekend. Let's talk about.
You know, that weapon is a little more subtle because you can ruin a man with that uterus.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know. I know.
hard
I
way.
know the hard way. Well, it's not
Yeah.
really the uterus. It's what leads to the uterus.
Well,
That
no,
you
it's
could-
what comes out of it. You're
Oh.
stuck with for at least 18
I know,
years,
like this one
unless you
here.
write 'em up. Oh, well, geez.
How many was that? 38 years, 37 years.
I'm
7
trying
years.
to see if we can connect my belly button back to. Is there a doctor that can just get me right back?
But listen, look, how lucky is this guy? Like, who wouldn't want to have your mother training your woman on the proper way to care for you? And
Yeah.
you just like, you like Eddie Murphy, the prince and shit. This is how you wash Tommy.
Yeah. Front to
Throw
back.
rose petals at his feet and shit.
I like that.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't love that?
I would
It
hate
would
it.
be
That
better
sounds
if Molly
terrible.
Was my blood type,
Terrible
though.
for Molly.
Yeah,
Poor
it
Molly.
seems like a real shit situation. If I'm being honest, to have
Yeah.
to have my mom be like, "All right, here's what this grown ass man needs." Like, look, I'll tell you what I need. All right, I got this. I need you to not tell me what I need. That's
You got
we'll
that,
start
Barb?
there.
Well,
But
hey,
she's
that-
always-
but
so right.
Yeah, but Barb's right. You're in Barb's house. She can live in her house, her rules, right?
Mhm. Well, sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's,
All right. We'll go back to that question, but okay, how much for one of your testicles? Because I have a court document to tell you exactly how much it's worth.
Huh?
Donate one of your nuts.
Is
35,000.
the question how much do I think it would cost, or how much would
What would
I
it cost for your nut? And then I'll
to
give you what.
separate from you.
Now there's a legal precedent on what a testicle is
Just
worth.
one nut though.
Just one.
The other one still work?
Yeah, I mean, if you're donating it, sure.
All right. What you say?
probably have to
Brian?
be like 800K.
800K for you.
I say
How do you say goodbye to that one? How do you choose?
I just feel like I'd pick. Oh wow! I was gonna say
Well,
the
I
right
would
one.
get-
but-
I would get a girl to
To-
suck on both of them and tell me which one she likes the best.
Why don't you do that without this whole scenario?
Yeah. There's nothing stopping you.
There's nothing
Well, you
stopping
can you
from
can
just
ask for
having
the
it.
sample now. Just ask for the sample now.
As for the sample, all you gotta do is ask, Tommy.
And also, the problem with your plan is if she likes the left nut better and you get rid of the right nut, the left nut is now the middle nut, and we don't know how she feels about middle nut. So really, you should
Yeah,
Oh,
it
make
you're
becomes
right.
a new thing.
Well, you could put a
Yeah.
can't you put a prosthetic nut in that spot?
Yeah, you
that
can
You
put-
can.
And yeah,
She'll never know the difference. They got fake tits, we got fake nuts. There you go.
yeah, you throw an acorn in there.
If
Or,
your shit still works, no,
walnut.
it's some kind of like silicone thing that would.
Are you
stick
sure
in
it's
there.
not an acorn or
That would be
walnut?
like
It feels like an acorn or walnut would be the answer. Maybe a Brazil nut if you had
A
big
Brazil
balls.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know what looks like a
fancy.
Brazil nut? A deer hoof.
God,
back,
You can
we're
just
back
put a
to
deer
the
hoof
deer
in there.
leg. Back to the deer leg.
There's so many.
God, this
options.
deer leg, it pays for itself.
I'm telling you, you need a nut here. Let me flick.
You can use it to stomp people with. It's
I
like
hit
you
a
was
deer.
stomping
I had to
bullets.
get an oil change. I got a new car and a new hatchet and a new prosthetic nut.
Look at all that material we're giving you,
I got to hit more deers.
Can't make this shit up.
right?
It's just-
No, you literally can't. And I would certainly be completely.
Here we go.
incapable of doing so.
300K.
Yeah.
Huh.
An LA court decides
Yeah,
for a
but
guy
It
getting
was
his
shot off.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
shot off.
Oh no, that's more than 300K. If they shot up, you didn't have a choice in the matter. It's only 300K for my ball.
That's what the court said. This is how much your testicle
That's
is
how
worth.
much he rolled. They pay in damages.
That's how much it's worth to get it blasted off by a gun.
Whoa.
Not like anesthetic or anything. This is
You mean
I think they're
Russian
underselling it.
Soldiers.
Yeah,
did?
you should get more than that for the pain and suffering, dude. Seriously. What a
Yeah.
fucking
He
traumatic
asked for
experience.
2 million.
You could just have your nuts grazed and it fucking hurts. And then can you imagine getting your nuts shot off? What that must feel like? I don't even want to think about
I don't know if it disconnects all the wires, man. Maybe
Well,
you don't
maybe.
even feel it.
Yeah, but
Right,
then
'cause
your
that's
other
not even-
nuts all lonesome and shit.
That's
What
not
you
even
mean?
starting
Maybe
to
you
come
don't
with
even
it.
feel it.
Well, you
It's
feel the
good, but-
burn mark. If
Come on
all
now.
the nerve endings that connect your nut to the rest of your body are severed, you can take the nut, put it on the table, and smash it. You're not going to be like, "Oh, my nut."
What about your surviving nut being disconnected and feeling that shame and
Well, I think they're
loneliness?
kind of on their own separate.
Are they? You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah, they twist up too once in a while. You got to be careful.
Mine never
Yeah.
twist, man. They know their place.
Oh.
You wearing the wrong kind of drawers.
That's what Chubby
Mama,
Checker
why
was
you
talking
buying him
about.
them kind of drawers, making his nuts twist up? Molly,
It's so sad.
Oh,
Whenever I hear
my
about
God.
twisted nuts, my balls start to hurt.
Oh,
Mine
yeah,
do
right?
too. I'm kind of getting like my
Psychosomatic.
you know when you
yeah.
chew on
Yeah.
like that icky feeling you chew on aluminum foil. Talk about my nuts
who
twisted.
chews on aluminum foil? What the hell is wrong with you? You just
It's
chew
after-
aluminum foil?
After you light the meth pipe, you need something to chew.
gotta get all
and
the meth
aluminum
out.
foil's already right there
Oh,
from the
yeah.
meth.
We have derailed. Off the rails.
You never took a bite of aluminum foil?
No.
You
If
No.
you got any
Ryan,
kind of
you never bit aluminum foil? Like a ball
Man,
of
I
it?
would love to let you just die on this vine, but no, I did. When you
Okay,
said it,
thank God.
I was like, I've had
how
aluminum
old were
foil
you?
in my
4,
mouth before.
5, 6?
I don't know, but I definitely like when he said it, it took me maybe a few seconds. And I was like, you know what? That is a feeling that I don't like. But I've had aluminum foil in my mouth. And having a gum wrapper isn't quite the same because it's got to be aluminum on both sides. But
Yeah.
like I don't know, like you eat so much food comes in aluminum foil. At a certain point, aluminum foil has been in all our mouths. You get too
Yeah.
eager with the hot dog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Take a bite, you don't peel back the aluminum foil enough.
That you've
Surprisingly.
eaten a pound of aluminum
Not a
foil.
pound, but I've bitten into it. It hurts like hell. But now, I mean, I got better fillings. But when they used to be that metal and you would bite in an aluminum foil, it would be painful.
Really? That's a
Yeah.
crazy specific
Yeah.
thing.
That's something you don't want to do. Trust me. So if you got fillings, you get the light ones.
You
to
guys
where
are making my teeth hurt. Stop it.
You know what makes my
Oh.
teeth hurt? Honey buns. You ever eat a honey bun?
Yeah.
Make your
Honey
teeth
bun, because
hurt.
it's so much sugar. Yeah.
Is that what it is? I saw one
Mhm.
dipped in chocolate, and I was like, "Really? A honey bun by itself, and then you're gonna put it in chocolate?"
You know
I
what
don't
makes
hate
my
myself
teeth
that
hurt?
much. What's
Is
that?
the thought of scraping my teeth on a fork.
Oh,
Does that get you guys? Does it fuck
yeah.
Yeah.
Gets
Oh,
me.
we did this last week, but think about a toenail clippers just clipping a part of your tooth off. Pink.
Oh.
Oh. Why would you
Mm.
think of that?
It's not as bad as the fork for me, honestly.
I think you have to move home now.
Yeah, time to go back to the haunted house, man. You're talking about taking a finger clipper and clipping a piece of somebody's tooth off. Don't go to
Oh my
him.
God.
Hey, if
dental
somebody
work.
has information that I need, I
Is
got
it
ways to
safe?
get it.
Is it safe? Yeah, you remember that movie?
Oof.
Oh my
Dustin
God.
What
Hoffman,
movie?
Marathon Man.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
who is it? The British actor, the Lawrence, what's his name? Laurence Olivier, and he's like he's like Laurence Olivier. He's like a dentist and a Nazi, and he captures this guy, and he's asking him, "Is it safe yet?" And he goes, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about," and he just starts drilling in his fucking teeth,
Oh,
and he's
come on.
screaming, "Yeah,
Get out of here.
crazy!"
Stop talking about it.
Okay, Marathon, maybe we should have that on our movies with Mark.
No.
All right, I
Please
got a
no.
good
There's-
question. This one took a lot of thought here. So, I'm just gonna assume that you wouldn't swim in a swimming pool with a dead body, right?
It's a safe
Well,
assumption. Correct
Safe
assumption.
assumption. Okay, and it's safe to assume that there are dead bodies in the ocean. Correct.
Yeah, that sounds true.
Do you and you swim in the ocean, right?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
So what's the proper amount of water that you need to swim with a dead body in it?
140,000 liters per square foot. I don't know what the fuck answer is.
Why would you ruin that swimming?
I just want to know, like, if it's a giant swimming pool, is that big enough? If there's a
No.
dead body way in the corner on the bottom,
Yeah, but they removed the dead body. They don't leave
There's
them.
no swimming pool
big enough?
big. Wait, while the body is in, or there just has been a dead body before?
Well,
No,
what if
while
you
it's
gotta
in
go
there.
in and get the body from the bottom. You gotta go pull him up to the surface.
Lake
I would
Michigan
do
has
it.
dead bodies.
I
So
don't. If somebody found somebody in the bottom of a pool, I'd go get them out. I'm not freaked out about doing that.
I would throw a fishing
They're
line.
dead,
and-
dude. There's no point. Why are you trying to be? They're dead. There's no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
person
they
to
got
do
it. You can't leave them at the bottom of the pool. You got to bring them up.
You take
You
a
would be the
daredevil with a
person
bunch
to
of
do
hooks
that?
and you throw it down there and you reel them up.
Come
I
on.
just call a cop and let him get him.
Let them get
Yeah.
them.
Let him get him.
Is a stranger. Like, I'm not going down and trying to lift a dead body up from the bottom of a pool. That's going to be so traumatic.
Okay, what if the Silver Dome was filled with water and they turned it into a swimming pool and there was one dead body that you knew was in
No,
there?
I
Is that
wouldn't
big
get
enough?
in the water with a dead body to just swim around like, oh, he's way over there.
It doesn't bother me.
No, I don't want to be in the fucking water with
So,
a dead body in a pool.
You can't go in the ocean.
No, it's a pool.
It would
The
have to
ocean
be
is
a
different.
lake. I think a lake is
Lake?
where the line is, because I wouldn't have any scruples about, like, if it's like a lake that's big enough for like boating and whatnot. I wouldn't have any scruples about being in the water at the same time as the dead body on like a that's gross type thing. But it would ruin my day. Like, I don't want to be like, I'm having a good time
Right.
boating. I'm out with friends. We're listening to music. We're drinking even though we shouldn't be. We're over here on tubes. We're lounging in the sun. And then you just
You
see a
find
dead
out.
body. And like, yeah, you can go like half a mile away to like another corner of the lake, but you just saw a dead body in the water. So like,
And then,
now you just
if
gotta
a
go
weed
home.
touches your feet, like just like 4 weeds brush your feet, you know there's a dead body.
look,
It's coming
now
like
it's
a
all
hand.
over. You can't
And when
have
you
fun
when you
anymore.
leave the area, you count everybody on the boat, and you realize you're -1, and you got to go
Oh,
back
what the
and get that
heck?
body.
Why are these questions? Why is
And you
this
tie
all
a
so
daredevil and you
morbid?
throw the rod in.
What's with the morbid everything?
I
Stop.
don't know. Maybe because it's barbs here.
I don't know. I'm sitting
Because there's
here
no
not saying
leaves.
anything.
Come on, Ma. How much water do you need to swim with a dead body?
Oh, well, it's got to be a little bigger than the bathtub.
Otherwise, y'all would be crowded.
I don't care.
She doesn't care. See,
No.
you'll go in and pull out the body, won't you?
Yeah.
A little bigger than a bathtub is a hot tub.
It's a
Yeah.
hot tub.
Hot tub.
Yeah. Look, the
It's
dead
a hot
bodies
seat.
got their
As long
arms
as
back
it's a
like the
four-person
dead
hot
body.
tub.
They're dead.
She's
And
over
you're
there,
sitting on the
she's
other
like-
side, and you're flirting with him. He doesn't seem to be giving any kind of response. Oh, he's dead.
She's gonna weekend at Bernie's with
Yeah. Yeah. That'd be my date.
in the hot tub.
That's one of Tom's favorite movies. Weekend at Bernie's 2.
Two. The second one's better.
The second one.
Is that a joke? Is that real?
No, that's a real
for
movie.
real. Have you
Is-
seen Weekend at Bernie's? the
Nah,
dead
I know the
dude?
concept. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. He likes the second one.
Yeah, because the
second
dude's
one
dead,
is-
but they have a curse that goes wrong, and he is trying to move towards the treasure. They're trying to find some treasure, but then he can only move when there's music playing.
And he's got to dance.
because it's like a voodoo curse that makes him dance.
It's crazy. It's a
He gets laid again. He wins a fight
He
again.
gets in a fight and wins. He's dead. He wins the fight.
He gets laid.
it's a
Twice
wacko
after he
movie.
died.
He
It's
fucks when he's
crazy.
dead.
Yeah.
Well, they
Hey,
fuck him.
hey.
They don't know he's dead. Wait, you're the only one they can talk to because he doesn't talk at all, And the chick's all into him. They go out on the beach and they fuck. I guess he had rigor mortis or something because apparently,
It's
Apparently
a
it
great
worked.
movie.
It was
It's
good.
kind of hard to find, but it's a good movie.
Hashtag Weekend at Bernie's 2.
Viagra ain't got nothing on rigor mortis.
there you go. There you go. That's true.
It's a
That'd be
great
a good commercial. Like, yeah, hey man, I tried this erectile dysfunction pill. It's like you got rigor mortis in your pants. I'm sure a chick. Hey, why don't you jump on this dead stiff dick?
What? Stop it.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
that's-
Stop it.
I apologize. I'm talking in front of Tom's mom like that. My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. It's on Mother's Day weekend too. It's
Yeah.
You
terrible.
guys are
That's
in
the
rare
name-
form today.
That's the name of the necrophiliac section of porn. Like, you know how for
There is. I don't think I'd want to watch.
yeah,
that.
like, you know how like for porn for no reason, instead of calling it black, they call it ebony, and you're like, what the? Well, I don't know if y'all are like, what the fuck, but I'm always like, what? Why are we doing that? Like, redheads
Yeah.
are redhead, blondes are
Right.
blonde, like it is just ebony. And for that, I feel like for necrophiliacs, they would just call it stiff.
I know some of that kind of. I don't think I could watch something. I wouldn't do a search of that on my computer. I don't think I want to see somebody, even if it's fake necrophilia. That's
Mm-mm.
one thing.
Yeah,
No.
because the CDC just put out that they know everywhere you went during COVID and they're going to be checking on you through your phone. And you're like, what else do you know? I don't want that search stuff.
Well, after I saw that little person on the beach, I did a little search on some porn with little people, and it was not good, man. That's not what I wanted to see. I felt a piece of my soul break off and leave my body. And I said, there's no way, there's no chance in hell I'm getting into heaven with that on my record, man. So
Yeah,
Hey,
St.
man.
Peter now just pulls up a computer when you get up there.
I say, were you actually watching little people porn?
Yeah, you better invest in incognito mode. I was at a show yesterday.
You don't think
And-
St. Peter incognito, it blocks St. Peter from knowing what you're doing? That sounds, that'd be a good advertisement for incognito.
Pretty good.
They won't
There
even
was
know what you did up there.
there was
Funny.
a
You think you're going to have it like, yeah, I was incognito.
Well, let the man talk.
because then there's no evidence. Then it's just them. Well, they probably got cameras or whatever. But no, I was saying I was a show yesterday, and a female comic was up, and she was like, "You ever feel like you're too feminist to watch porn?" And like the example that she gave was just like they're fucking, but there was no sheets on the bed, and she was like, "Whatever." But when I realized I was like a little bit too much of a feminist to watch porn, was I watched one that was stepdad fuck stepdaughter, and kind of like you're saying, Will, I was like, oh, there's a big difference between stepdaughter fuck stepdad and stepdaughter and stepdad fuck stepdaughter, and the power dynamic shit. I was like, okay, well, I can't watch this one. This one is
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah,
Somebody
I mean,
probably just spelled it wrong. Has clue.
no, I
No,
get it.
no, it was.
No,
It was like,
This
Yeah.
is a little too far for me to go. I'll be
Mhm.
honest. When I had a granddaughter, I couldn't watch porn for like months. I said I can't watch. I got a granddaughter now. I felt I can't.
You
do it.
powered through.
I overcame. I
Yeah.
powered through it.
But you know what you can do though? You overcame. You can just go and watch I forget what they call it, but they call it like female porn or like female friendly or whatever it is. Just watch that one. That one's like a lot more relaxed, very
It's
sensual.
reading. It's like the Star Wars intro to whole porno. Just the words.
You got to get the exposition. You got to get
Apologize once again that we're talking about
all-
porn in front of your mom.
Yeah, foreplay starts at the restaurant. That's
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's true though, right? Well, you know how Tom foreplay starts with twisting an ankle. That's Tom's.
Yeah, so she
foreplay.
can't get away.
William starts his with beating a dead horse.
I wish I could beat a dead horse. I have arthritis in my
Oh, we are
spine.
52
My hat's
minutes
is not
before
gonna-
you mentioned arthritis. It's too late for this show to get on that one.
Listen, I know this. I think I have very little time left with the hatchet, so
Okay.
I have to get a gun. I got.
Are you gonna have to
arthritis.
put your hatchet to sleep? What do you mean?
I may have to. I'll pass it down to my son, my firstborn.
I forget that you're a dad. That shit's wild.
My other
Right?
son's got a gun, so he doesn't need it.
No,
go.
but guns run out of ammunition.
Yeah, a hatchet has infinite ammo. You
Yeah.
just hatch away.
Where Richard Pryor said, "A gun might misfire, but a razor will never miscut." Those wise words.
So Ryan, do you know I actually saw you online win the Atlanta Satellite? I saw
Yeah.
your
Oh, word.
Molly and I
How cool.
watched that. So what
I
was
hope-
it like winning there?
Yeah, man. How'd that feel?
Oh, it felt pretty good because I wasn't totally surprised, but it was like a solid 50-50 shot because you then I assume saw Long John, the guy that went after me, right?
I did
And
not
it's
think
like-
he was as good as you, though, in my opinion.
Well, apparently neither did the judges, which was good for me. But you also
Right.
know how it is, like when you're on stage, like you know if you're doing well, but you don't really know how well you're doing because it's like different. And so after I went off, I was like, oh, I think I won. And then I saw him go up. I was like, oh, he's fucking hilarious. So
was
it was a pleasant surprise when I got the victory. It was
Yeah.
felt real good.
Well, you know, I was hilarious too, but I did not go up for some fucking reason. So, you know,
Two
I
of the judges were little people doing the
I didn't do the little people material. I was good. It was all good. I didn't do any of that. But you know, the funny thing is I saw you the night we were performing. I was walking from my hotel and I yelled out to you, and then you like surprised that I could recognize you from behind. And I said, I just took a chance. And then we walked to the club together. That was cool. We kind of had a nice little conversation on the way.
Yeah, it was like a little 20-minute walk. I would have
Yeah.
never taken that shot. And like, all right, this person I've met twice before, they walk familiar.
Yeah, right.
Is familiarly a word? It's hard to
They
say.
Familiar.
have a familiar walk, maybe I would say.
oh
Yeah, but is there a
There's
way
a
to say
familiarity
It's
in his walk.
familiarly.
Familiarity.
familiarly? I don't think I've ever said that word ever in my life.
I don't
It's
think
a
you
weird
should.
word.
It's
I
a
don't
weird
think
word.
you
I think
should
it's a
again,
Molly.
like-
I think it's in the book of Molly, and no Webster's dictionary. Familiarity.
They walk familiarly. Whatever. I can't speak apparently. But
Familiarity.
yeah, that was cool. I was happy for you.
Yeah, man. It was
Mhm.
we had fun. I'll tell you what, like there's a lot of good competition, you know. And
Mhm.
I was in you didn't go to and then you did well again in Phoenix, did you go to Phoenix?
was fun too.
but you didn't go to Las Vegas though, right?
Nah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
These plane tickets with the gas prices.
Yep.
I had
Yep.
I had to
Ridiculous.
drop. I spent I think it was $600 round trip for me to get to Phoenix. The only reason I went to Phoenix is because my best friend lives out there and he was about to move. So it was like my last time to see him in Phoenix. But if I didn't have people out there, I would have had to been like, nope, I'm not paying 600 bones to go tell jokes. But it worked out nice because that club is really cool.
It really is. I stayed with family, so I didn't have to. Yeah. So you probably get both there. I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I hope. No, I'll tell them they don't have to put me up. I got family out there. So, and then I rode with
it exists
Familiarly.
Oh, you said it so simply. Familiarly.
Look, there's a little microphone next to it or a little sound thing.
Familiarly.
There you go.
Whoa.
He said that condescending.
He really did.
This is how you say it, fuckers.
Yeah, he was like, you idiot. It's
like, all right, dumbasses, I'm going to say it one more time.
Familiarly.
Oh, that's
what an asshole.
That was the tone, man.
Yeah,
I don't like your tone.
What is this? Vocabulary.com? Where's your email?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that tone.
He knows we can't hit him.
Yeah. So Ryan, what do you got coming up next? You're in New York right now. How's the scene going there?
Scene's going pretty good right now. I'm doing an audition tonight at a comedy club out here. But a lot of times when you do auditions at clubs here, they say it's an audition so that they can get folks to bring you to shows and like get an audience in, because it's like early. It's at 6 o'clock. So what I've heard from certain folks is that it's kind of an audition, but mostly it's just a show. So don't expect too much.
Get you in there for free, so they don't.
Yeah.
They just want you to bring people. Do we have something like that in Milwaukee, or is that a New York or bigger city thing?
They're not here, but like you have to like if the Improv, it's a bucket list, so anybody can throw their name in there, and then you go all the way out there and sit there and watch some non-comics get up and not tell jokes. And it just it's frustrating. You never know who's going to get up there. And sometimes it's a waste of time to go all the way out there and see non-comics just get up and waste time on stage. And that bugs me.
You'd think a format like that would work the best because, who wants to go and see a bunch of people that have never got up on stage before?
Well, when I would run an open mic, which I have too much going on, I would take these names, and if I knew these people, I would place them myself to make the show consistent. And if I didn't know somebody, I would give them a shorter amount of time and say, hey, I don't know you. I'm going to give you 2 minutes and we'll see how that goes. And I'll sprinkle them in. You have to produce that show. You just can't, whoever signs up on the list, you go in that order. Ridiculous, because you can have people get up and walk out of the place. Like we do open mics in a place that does karaoke. People dropping off there to sing some songs, and then the comedy's breaking out around them. They ain't really interested in that. And then if they get up and they shitty comics, they're gonna get up and walk out of the place. I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with these shows where you bring folks, because the only way, like usually to get on stage, someone has to see you and say, all right, this person's funny enough. But for these shows, a lot of times they don't even vet the comics. They're just like, can you bring 5 people? And you're like, yes, I can. And like, all right, you can get on stage. And so you never know how it's going to go. Sometimes it's people like me who like have been doing it, so I'm guaranteed to not suck. But other times it's literally people who they've literally never done stand-up before, and they're on the stage too. So you feel bad for the audience sometimes.
Because they brought 5 friends from work or whatever to come out there and see them get up on stage and attempt to do stand-up. And the people when they're new and they get up and they just tell this long rambling story without any punchlines, and it's like, 5 minutes seems like 30. It's like, give them the fucking light, get them off of there. They have to work. They got to get more stage time, smaller doses of it, man. It's not an easy, very seldom.
They need more stage time. Get them off the stage.
That is the catch-22 of comedy. That is it in an entire nutshell. I need more. You need more stage time. You're too green. Give me more stage time. You can't have more stage time. You're not good enough.
Away the crowd.
There you go. So where can we find you, Ryan? Do you have somewhere where you can see where you're going to be?
I have a slight social media presence. where you can just follow me at Ryan Thomas Comedy on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. And usually if I'm doing shows, I'll post it to my story or something like that. So
What do you
yes,
got? Clips on TikTok? Like short stand-up clips?
Yeah, man, I'm playing the social media game. I kind of feel like these days you got to. So I just put like a minute long, 30-second long clip of stand-up or crowd work or whatever. Oh, I got 1,500 followers now. How exciting.
Look at that.
Nice.
Oh, you're going to get a couple more today.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I knew our password, I'd log the frick in right now.
Molly loves TikTok.
There's a reason I don't have our social
Doesn't-
media passwords.
Tom, doesn't
anymore.
Molly like TikTok?
Yeah, about
Is she-
28 hours a week worth of TikTok she was watching.
That's not true.
No, that is exactly true. I have a screenshot of your phone.
28 hours a week.
No
she's
way.
spending on TikTok. Did you happen to catch? I told Tom I suspected she was like a Chinese spy or something because nobody would spend that much time. There's some kind of inner shit going. What do you think? You think she's a
The
spy
algorithm's
from China?
powerful.
Yeah,
Mine knows she's a spy.
Barb thinks she's a spy from China, so there's that.
Yeah, be careful when Ma orders bamboo shoots.
Yeah.
Hey, can I tell you where I'll be?
Nah,
All
we
right.
gotta end it.
All
yeah,
right.
no, yes, of course. Well,
Okay, Thursday, May 12th at 7 p.m. I'll be at Bare Bones Brewery in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, part of Fox Valley Comedy. And then on the 14th, I'll be at the Interchange Theater doing some stand-up for some improv and then some more stand-up. And that's at the Interchange Theater on Saturday, the 14th. So come on out.
and Ma, where can we see your show?
I am usually in Slinger, but I will be in Grafton shopping. So if you see me downtown, say hey.
That sounds like old West Town Slinger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Slinger.
hit it, Ma.
Molly, what about what do you got to say?
She's going to be at Twisted Dreams Film Festival
Oh,
October
yeah.
14th to the 16th. She will be in burlesque
Oh,
gear, not just horror movies. Molly's going to be
We will see.
a kitten,
uh-oh.
they call them.
What? I got to be
What-
available that day. I'm going to take some
She's
video. Do you
just-
mind?
She's going to be all dressed up in burlesque, and she has to like mop up after the other burlesque people. I don't know.
Oh, well,
She's like a helper.
is our
Oh.
burlesque friend going to be there?
No, a different one.
Oh, you got how many burlesque
We
friends
know
do you
tons
have?
of, well,
We know people.
tons, tons of burlesque
Tons.
girls. That's
She
great.
shut it down.
I
We
love
know. Don't worry about it, Will. We know people.
No, we had one as a guest, and I asked her like, has anyone ever offered you money for your panties? And she said, sure. And I was like, how much? It's like $25. I'm like, sold right now, $25.
Oh, I thought it was going to be something with a comma. I thought it was going to be ridiculous. You hear
I
these
know.
stories,
No, it was great, man.
OnlyFans and whatnot.
But like she didn't take the ones off.
she doesn't
that
give
she
you a
had
deal.
on. That's the ones I wanted, but she, put a little pair in a
I
little.
bought
frame.
2 of them. I thought she would,
with a
for
picture.
40, 2 for 40 is fair if you charge them 25,
These are
but it was
new.
still
These
2
are
for 50.
clean. What am I gonna do with these? They're in a frame. What am I gonna? Where's the frame at?
Relax. Well, Molly, give them the read. We're wrapping this.
Guys, thanks so much for listening. Please remember to like and share. No,
And
I'm
to
not
clear
saying
your
like our
throat
lady
before.
share here. We need you to mash that like button every time you see us and share with all of your friends. Heck, give us your enemies too. We can be found everywhere you listen to or watch stuff at Off the Rails TM. And if you shop at Amazon like everyone else, go to our website, offtherealstm.com, and click the link on top, share like normal, and support us at the same
It don't
time.
cost you nothing. Just
Don't
click
cost you
through
nothing.
our website to get to Amazon. That's
All right,
great.
Ryan Thomas.
Ryan, great. Thank you,
you.
man. Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Ma.
much.
y'all.
Thank you, Ma.
Thanks, Ma.
Remember,
We're not good enough.
Nope.